Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Stampin' with No. This video is my February free card class kit, and I am super excited about this month. I may say that every month, but I'm really excited this month because there is a card layout that I have been wanting to do for probably a couple months, and quite honestly, I kept forgetting about it until I actually did my cards. And I told myself, the month of February, I'm going to do it. And call me crazy. It's going to be a lot of die cutting, but I don't care. I just absolutely love the card, fell in love with it, and I want to share it with you guys and actually be able to put the kit together for you guys and send it to you. So let me bring over the first card kit. I'll show you everything that comes with it. And let me bring the other stuff. All right, so in your kit, you're going to get an envelope. And this one will come to you already embossed. I think you guys can see. This was, I'm so sad this embossing folder really didn't stay with us very long. I guess when it went out of stock, they couldn't get it. I don't know why, but it did not stay as long as what I personally think it should have. That's my personal opinion. All right, you're going to get a piece of cardstock that will come to you cut and scored. And let's see here. We've got the inside. Now, this inside, I think you guys can see. Let me get an angle here. It is going to have a decorative piece die cut. I will do that for you. I think you guys, yeah, I think it's showing up. All right, so that's going to be your inside. The outside will come to you embossed, that corrugated, I absolutely love it, corrugated piece. You're going to have the outside die cut that will come to you, and then you're going to get two pieces. I'm just going to call it a leaf. You're going to get two of them, very, very dainty. I absolutely love it. I think you guys can see that there's texture to it. Absolutely love it. Fell in love with it when I saw it. It's one of the online exclusives. So you're going to get that. And then this has a short tail just because it's mine, but you're going to get a bow. I will go ahead and tie the bow for you. Your strings will be long just in case, because some people like to have the long tails. I don't want to restrict you from having long tails or short tails. So this will come to you already tied. And you're welcome, right? Some people just don't like doing the bow tie-in, and I'm good with that. All right, so let's go ahead and let me go ahead and fold and burnish. And just a reminder, when you get my kits in the mail, they are in the envelope, and you're just going to have to give it an extra burnish because I just fold it and put it in the envelope. So just make sure you give it an extra fold and burnish using your bone folder. All right, so we're going to put that aside and see. I got to remember the direction, so we're going to go this way. All right, so let's get some stamping done, and I actually want to do some shading. It was kind of a last minute when I was putting this idea together. This, to me, and personal preference, you don't have to do this at all. It is entirely up to you, as in any of my kits that I send you. I love when people just kind of do their own thing. So this was really bright, and I wanted to tone it down. So I'm going to bring over my blending brush. Now I'm just going to be using my big, my large blending brush, not brunch. I guess I'm hungry. Brush, but you could certainly use the small one. And I'm going to bring over my ink. Make some room over here off camera, and I'm going to, let me just show you what I'm doing. A lot of people, and it's personal preference, will go back and forth to get ink on your brush. I personally don't like to do that because especially when I'm doing classes, I like to teach people to tap, because some people have heavy hands, right? And if you're rubbing back and forth, you could actually, because it's foam, you could actually be pulling up the rubber part of the ink pad. So I just teach people, personal preference, just to tap, and always don't go straight from the ink down into here, because you'll get blotches like that. So you want to, I know you inked up a lot, but you're going to take off a lot by doing that, and then just take it and going straight in. I like to hold index finger and my thumb on the, call it the base, because I have, I don't have a lot of strength in my fingers, and I can control it better. And I go in a circular motion, personal preference, to kind of get that soft look. Now, I'm intentionally not going down here because I'm going to be stamping, but you go as light or dark as you want. I think you guys is picking it up. It's ever so light, and that's what I wanted. So I've achieved the look that I want. And let's go ahead and stamp at the bottom. And what is this going to say? To a great guy. And I think what I'm going to do, I was kind of hem-hawing back and forth. I wasn't sure if I was going to stamp the inside, but I've decided not to, because, you know, the outside says to a great guy, but, you know, the inside doesn't necessarily have to be a birthday. It could be, you know, thinking of you or whatever. So I'm going to stamp at the bottom. Nice even press. Yay! All right, let me clean this. Open up didn't have my chamois opened. All right, so we are done. I didn't mean to slam that. I apologize. I brought some embellishments out because I just wasn't real sure. So let me move some of this stuff out of the way. I'm going to leave the embellishments here as a reminder. All right, so now we are ready to assemble. And easy peasy. All right, let's make some room here. I want to go ahead and adhere the inside. Now, the way to get these kits, again, easy peasy, is just place a minimum order of $45 through my online store before tax and shipping. This month is great to be doing that because you can be cashing in on your bonus coupons. Great opportunity to do that this month. And just place, you know, month of February is short, right? So just place an order by 28 February, and I'll get the kits out to you as soon as I can. Those that have already placed orders, thank you so much. I'm already working on your kits, and I will probably get those out in the mail before the end of the month. It just kind of depends on what's happening. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that, and I think because of the background, you guys can see that texture piece. I just thought that was so cool. All right, so now we're going to work on the front. And I think what I'm going to do is just adhere this one flat. I kind of hem-hawed around whether or not to pop it, but I think I'm going to do this one flat. So just put some glue. I'm putting a lot of glue because this is corrugated and I don't want my card to pop up. All right, so doing that. And then also any orders that are placed over $75, in addition to the kit, you also get a pack of embellishments. And each order, placing the minimum order, you also get the written tutorial that I will email out to you. That includes cut measurements, products used, etc. Any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. All right, so I want to pop this one up. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. And because it's corrugated, I'm probably going to put a little bit more than what I typically do. We'll see. All righty. Hope everyone's having a great month. My month's been crazy. I've been wanting to do this video for well over a week, but we've just had some crazy things happen that has prevented me from doing it. I've had everything done. It's just a matter of, you know, you got to take time out to actually sit and do the video and then all the behind scenes, and I just couldn't do it. And I've learned not to piecemeal it. If I'm going to do it, I need to do it all at the same time. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and adhere that to the card, to the front. All right, so what I want to do with these two pieces, oops, and it is very thin, so be careful when you're pulling it out. I think I'm going to put the blue down first. I'm going to go like this and then this on top. I think that, oops, it's stuck to me because I got glue on my tweezers. Just like so. That's what I want to do. All right. So, again, be careful. This is very thin. So you just, I mean, if you tear it, you can always piece it together. It won't be noticeable. Actually, let me move that over. Let me do this. Keep it down so I can control it better and get in those thin lines. Now, I'm not going to necessarily glue everything down, but because it's so thin, I don't necessarily want that popping up and getting stuck, pulling it in and out of the envelope. All right, so let me turn that over. There we go. So I'm just going to put it, probably like so. There, put that down. And I love having it pop up. I don't necessarily like everything flattened and glued down, but that's, you know, if you like it all the way flat, go for it. All right, so this piece right here I bent when I stuck it in the envelopes. Oops. So I want to make sure that piece stays down. So I'm going to glue that. Make sure I get all of that. Now, all right. I pre-order. Great opportunity being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. You get to pre-order, and I'm so excited with the March online release. I've been trying to play with that. I actually did a project that I'm excited about. Whoops! That came off with my tweezers. All right, so I'm just overlaying that. Might have to put a little bit more glue there. All right, love it, love it, love it. Love those colors. Well, anyways, being a demonstrator, you get to pre-order, which is really exciting. So you get to see everything firsthand. And they are having a great opportunity this month. If this is something you want to join the team, great opportunity. Stampin' Up! Has come out with a new Stampin' Positioner. You guys remember the old Stamparatus? Is that right? My friend just calls it Stampoponymous, so I have to hesitate and like, what is the correct term? All right, so I think we're good there, and I'm going to go ahead and get a mini dot, and I think I'm going to put that right there. But anyways, you for joining, you get the stamping positioner for free for signing up, and it's a super great opportunity. We did, as demonstrators, were able to pre-order that. However, we're no longer able to get it right now because they want to make sure that the folks that are joining are able to get that. So we're not sure when the stamping, repositional stamping, I don't know what it's called, repositional stamping something, will be available to everyone. So it's a great opportunity. And I cannot pick this up. Here we go. So this tail's a little bit longer than what I want, so I'm just going to cut it, trim that off. And I was trying to decide whether or not I wanted some embellishments. I've got these are flat. Since this is a guy, you know, I didn't want any bling. But I think I'm going to put some of the white just because I did do the shading of the blue. I think it'll turn out. So let's just see what happens. Yeah, I like it. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully you guys like it. I will go ahead and cut these up, and I'll send this home with you in your envelope. Just be careful when you are opening it that they don't go flying out, but I'll send some with you. All right, I love it. I hope you guys like this. I don't know if the colors really do it justice, you know. All right, so this is card, what card number is this? Card number 1. Okay, opens it up. I love that. Just a little extra something that just makes it makes a big difference. All right, so let me put this over here. All right, so now we are going to, let's see, card number 2. And lots of die cutting. The envelope will come to you embossed, the flap. When I say envelope, I'm really referring to the flap. Now, word of caution, those envelopes that go to you embossed, when you close it, you might have to put some Stamp & Seal to make sure that it does close. All right. We have the base come to you like so. I'm considering this a base also. This is the flap base. This is a fun fold. I guess you guys can tell that's a fun fold. That will come to you already cut and scored. We have the inside. And then we've got DSP. And you guys can decide which side you want to use, but you'll have a piece of DSP. And this is another DSP. You'll get 2 of those. Then you're going to get scrap for a sentiment. This is a larger one that will be also stamped. And then this ribbon, I don't know if you can see it. In the light, it will come to you. There we go. It's going to come to you already scored. And I will go ahead and do the fishtail. I call it a fishtail to come up with that ribbon. And then we have pieces missing. Here we go. I might end up putting these in a baggie, because I'm afraid these will get lost. So I think you guys can see on the glass. These pieces here will also come to you. They will be 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces that will come to you. All right, there we go. Okay, so let's see, what do we want to do? Let's go ahead and stamp these, and then I'll move them off to the side. And let's bring over, I gotta bring over my piercing mat so I can stamp. Now, let's see here. The small one, the narrow, is gonna go on the outside, and let me get my ink pad ready. And I want to use that same sentiment I did on the previous card that says, "To a great guy." And I'm going to go ahead and center it. Because I do plan on trimming off the edges. But just to play it safe, I'm going to center it. Nice even press. Ooh, thought I rocked it there for a second. All right, then the other one, I'm going to be trimming it, but this is still a long word. It just fits, so I'm going to go ahead and just make sure I do that in the center. And that says happy birthday. Can't see. Here we go. I think I'm in there. Yep. Perfect. Dip that a little bit. Get that cleaned. All right, so I believe we're done stamping. Let me get this out of the way. Make some room. You guys can't see the small spot. All right, so I'm not going to cut these yet till I'm ready to assemble, so I'm just going to put those aside, and they can just hang out and be drying. All right, so let's start putting the card base together. Recommendation: these 2 pieces And you got to decide which, which pattern you want. I definitely want this. This is going to go on each end. All right. Just make sure that the bottom is level, even going across, right? Oops, almost lost my straight pin there. All right. So just add some glue. Can add dimensionals. That would be perfect. But I'm just going to glue it down. And the strips are going to be wide enough that it's going to tuck underneath here. So you really don't have to worry about it showing. If for some odd reason it does, it's not going to really truly matter. It's going to look like it was intentional. All right, so there we go. This is beautiful DSP. This is one of the online ones you can get. Great masculine. It's just got a great design to it. Absolutely love it. All right, so this one is going to go in the middle, and I consider, like I said, part of the card base. I need to get my bone folder here and burnish it a little bit, and you'll have to do that too when you get it. Just make sure you give it a good burnish with your bone folder. Save your index fingers. Don't get paper burns, right? All right, so it's going to go right here in the center, like so. Right, so let me go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. I'm going to start building that card base. So, again, I guess you could pop it up, but I'm just going to go flat. I think I always do flat when I do this fun fold. I don't know. I have to think about it. All right, just lining that up right on the edge, making sure everything's even. It looks it. Give it a good press. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so let's finish the inside. You'll get this piece here and just put it right on the inside. Now, you could stamp something, but I just wanted to change it up a little bit. And put that right in there. Center it. And then this piece, what I want to do is trim it off at an angle. So I'm going to do here at an angle. I'm going to do here at an angle. And I'm going to do here at an angle. All right. So what I want to do is put happy birthday, like so. I think that's great. It kind of pops. It's a little different instead of having a stamp, but you can certainly stamp it. I think I'm going to center that. Add some glue. There we go. All right, that's the inside. All right, so let's build the outside. I know I'm doing this different, aren't I? Just the way my brain was going. All right, so I'm going to put that right there. I'm just going to adhere that flat. Ooh, did I do? Yeah. It's like, ooh. Did I do the right side? I did. I wanted this different. All right, there's that. Now, what do I want to do? I think, let me close my glue. I think I want to, I'm going to do it flat. Do I want to do it flat? No, I'm going to pop it up. Because this has a little bit of a layer to it just because it's doubled, but I'm going to go ahead and pop it up. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to pop it up. So, and then I'll glue the rest, I think flat is what I'm going to do. It'd be hard with these little gears to truly try to pop those up. I mean, I'm really cutting the dimensionals really thin. All right, So I'm going to make it flush with the DSP, but you could take it all the way up. But I'm just going to go right here and see. Ooh, bring it over just a little bit more. There we go, there. And then I want this there. Yeah, I like that. I know you can't tell in the camera, but having that popped and then having that flat does look good. Let's see if I can put some dots here. Just to, oops. Keep it from getting away from me. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to, again, make it flush with that DSP. I'm going to bring it over just a little bit so it looks like it's part of the thing. Here we go. Keep, whoop, that's not straight. All right, and then we've got, let me bring this up. We got, let's see, we got this gear. And I'm okay with it hanging over. Hanging over the blue. And you can have a separation between these two, because what I want to do is put that right there. So you could spread these two out if you want, or you can overlap them. And I think I'm going to put him there. That's what I want to do. All right, so just put glue on half. So let's do this. Go half of it. Since I am going to have this hang out a little bit. And I think right there. Oops. You did not want to stay on the paper. All right, so then that one, I want that one to hang over. This has been a fun stamp set to use. Great Guy stamp set. The actual stamped piece, you can easily create backgrounds. Definitely masculine, absolutely love it. I've actually been using more of the die cuts, as you can tell. I know I'm crazy for doing it, but I just think it's so cool looking. And I think, you know, everybody needs a masculine card to give somebody, right? And I think this makes a perfect one. All right, so what I want to do is trim off the edge just a little bit. So, and I'm okay with it. I'll start here and see what it does. I think that's even. And just have it pop right there. And I'm okay. I like it. I just like having it off-centered instead of having it centered. I like it that way. Actually, I'm going to trim just a little smidgen off. A little bit more. There we go. I think we're good. And I'm just going to glue that flat. Just hang it over. Ooh, I like it. And right in between there. Just so you can see all the gears. All right. Wow, that turned out a lot better than what I actually was envisioning. That was great, wasn't it? That's always good when it happens. So there we go. Oh, I love that. That makes it pop, doesn't it? All right, so this is card number 2. We're rocking and rolling. All right, card number 3. And don't forget, you guys, easy to get this sent to you. Just place a minimum order of $45, and I will be happy to send it to you. All right, let me move this out of the way. I'm gonna get my brush out of the way. Okay. I think I got everything here. All right. Now this one, actually, I'm going to do a little trick for you. All right. This is my favorite card, guys. It's because I'm just excited about it. This is a lot of die cutting, but I don't care. All right, so on your envelope, you're going to get a piece of DSP that's going to go on your flap, okay? And then we'll figure that part out. Okay, so you're going to get, oh, look at all these pieces. You're going to get your card base cut and scored. The inside, you'll get a piece for the inside. Now, there's going to be a piece of scrap. I don't know the length or the width, but I hate throwing the scraps away. So you'll find a piece of scrap in your kit for the inside. You're going to get a piece of scrap for the outside sentiment. I've left myself a note to show you how to do something. And you're going to get some linen thread. I did this ahead of time because I plan on using this one, but I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do this particular ribbon. And then you're going to get a piece that's going to come to you cut and embossed. Okay, now, I love it. You're going to get all these pieces. You're going to get 2 pieces. You're going to get one that's the DSP and then one that is the cardstock. I think you guys can see it. And it's going to spell happy. Another card. Great masculine card, but it doesn't have to be a masculine card. But it certainly would make it. All right. So, let's go and glue these pieces together so that I don't lose them. I don't want to lose that, so I'm going to put that there. All right, so now I'm going to show you what I did. Now, you know, personal preference. You guys do whatever you want. But when you glue this down, let's see. Let's work over here. The solid cherry cobbler is working as a background, right? So I'm doing it straight across, and I'm going to exaggerate. I'm going straight across. I'm not doing like this, okay? You can do that if you want, but that's not the look that I was achieving. So I'm going straight across. And just make sure you're consistent with the width of the cherry cobbler showing all the way across, okay? So we're going to go ahead and start gluing. And it doesn't need a whole lot of glue. Just enough to keep it in place, which it will. All right, can you guys see? You guys can see. All right, so I'm just gluing it straight across. Make sure it's even. All right, got it? You see it? Perfect. All right, let's do that on all of them. Again, you guys, placing a minimum order, $45. If you spend over $75, just a reminder, you'll get a pack of embellishments. And then anything beyond that, I always throw in extra stuff just because I appreciate all of the support that you guys have given me. And I'm having fun doing this. I'm just having a blast. Now this one, you know, I missed die cutting. It's not that big of a deal because it's going to be hidden. But my intent is not to give you something that is substandard. But if it gets past me, I apologize. That's not going to be my intent to send that to you. But you definitely won't see it. It will be hidden. Just a disclaimer, just in case. All right. Let's see, make sure. And you guys can see I'm not putting a whole lot of glue. You don't have to go wild with the glue. It's good glue, it sticks. It doesn't come off. Oops. Let's see here. Do it this way and this way. All right. And if you've not used your bonus coupons, Yeah, you have until, oh my gosh, now I don't know if it's just the end of February or not, or if it's like 2 March. I don't know, but let's just play it safe and just go 28 February. I hate to misquote because I'm not real sure. I'd rather have you guys use it sooner than later. All right, so that is all done. Let's go ahead and let's see. I'm doing some stamping, aren't I? So let's do some stamping. And I will put that away, put that off to the side then and let that stamping dry. Let's do the inside, and what do I want to do? Oops, let's see here. Make some room. Oops. Inside, oops, oh my goodness, Teresa. Clumsy. To someone worth celebrating every single day. Again, that can go to anybody, right? Doesn't necessarily have to be masculine. And we'll go up a little bit higher. Nice even press. Perfect. All right, we're done with that one. Now let's bring over this one with my little reminder. I'm going to stamp birthday. I'm going to show you a little trick. You don't have to do this. Optional, but it does, I really like it when you're doing tone on tone. Let's see. I think that's kind of sort of centered. There we go. All right. Let me go ahead and cut the, trim the edges off. Let's see. All right. Let's make some room here. All right. So, let me bring over my ink pad. The trick, if you don't like the tone on tone, which kind of blends in, right? You agree? Because we got tone on the base, then the embossed, and then this. What you can do is, I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to explain it. You want to dip the edges, all 4 sides, into your ink pad. You don't want to rock it. I think you guys can see. You don't want to rock it. If you end up rocking it, it's okay. Just make sure you do it on all 4 sides. So you want to dip it, let it just for a second, so that I think you can see that there's ink that was right on the edge, okay? And it's just enough that it helps the label pop, prevents that tone on tone a little bit more. All right, I didn't get it on my fingers. That's awesome. And then see how that, you know, I think in person you'll be able to tell, but you can tell that that is a label, that dipping it into your ink pad is just enough that it sets it off. My personal opinion. But, and if you don't like it that thin, you can dip it again if you would like to. All right, we're done with that. I think we're ready to assemble the card. So let's do, I'll do the bow last. Let's go ahead and take care of this and stamp and seal. Just put some, maybe. This is running out, but I think I have enough in here. If not, I've got my other one right within reach if I need it. All right. And I think you guys, that's about the, it's the same size. I like a little bit of the wood grain showing, so just put that right on the edge. And you'll have enough that'll hang over, and then you just trim off the excess. Or you can keep it square like that, which I'll just go ahead and do that. But if you don't like that look, if you don't like the square look, then just trim off this edge, okay? Okay, so we are ready to golden burnish. Bone folder. All right. Let's see. Let's do the inside. So with this extra piece, again, optional, I want to put it inside. I know I did a card before with that. I just love the look, and I'm going to do it this way this time. All right, so I'm going to add some glue. Right there, about. You might, you know, if you don't, depending on the width and the length, you may have to trim it down if you want to duplicate the style of the inside. Just, you know, whatever you guys want. That one. Okay. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so now we're going to do the front. And what am I going to do? I am going to do this flat. I know a lot of times when there's tone on tone, people like to pop this up, but I want to put dimensionals on the words. So I'm gonna go ahead and put glue on this and do it flat. Now you can do both, pop up both this and the letters, but I don't want to. And you know what? You could also dip the edges like I did that label. You could probably do that too. I've never tried that on actual layer piece. You know, it's always been like little labels. But that would work, wouldn't it? All right. So let's see here. Okay. This is what I want to do. You want the first layer to be half, right? And center that. And I'm staggering. All right, I don't want it uniformed. You can do that too if you want, but I'm going to keep it straight, but I'm going to stagger. All right, so let me go ahead and put, and then, sorry, I was going to say, let me go ahead and put dimensionals, but let me wait. And then this is going to go like this and like this, but I'm not going to put dimensionals on that. So let me go ahead and put dimensionals on these. All right. So you guys can see. I'm using the large ones. You might want to use the small ones. I don't know. I think it'll be fine. Just you know, with the large, since we're offsetting because we use the solid cardstock, it's hiding the dimensionals a little bit better. All right, so let's do the center one, which is the A. All right, we got it. All right, so I'm just gonna, that looks about right. I'm gonna put that right there. I'm not pressing down real hard yet, just in case I have to make any adjustments, but I really don't think so. But since this is a kind of a tutorial too, it's just like little tricks. So I want to go down here, there. I hope you guys like this card. I hope you like all of them, but I hope you really like this look. I just absolutely love it. All right, so I'm gonna go about right there. That looks, whoops, just went crooked. And it happens. All right, it's darn it. There we go. Now let go. There we go. All right, I'm happy with that, so I'm gonna press down on that. Okay, just make sure you spell the word right. Okay, so I want to, I guess I should have pulled up a little bit more, but that's all right. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to cover, kind of hang over so it's not lined up like that, so that you could see that that is the word H back there, okay? All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. See, glue, I'm just gonna put glue. Probably don't, I might miss some, but that's all right. It's kind of hard to tell. Let's see what I say I was gonna do, like so, right? There we go. There, I think we got it. I need a dimensional right there. I wasn't thinking about that, so I'm gonna peel that off. A little trick, just peel that off. Pop that up and then just tuck it underneath there. There we go. And I'll probably end up doing the same there, so I'm gonna put one dimensional there. Okay. All right, and I think we'll do glue. Hopefully I'll get the glue right. All right, and then we're going to, like so. Is that right? Yep, I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's do that. Oops. There we go. Perfect. Love it, love it, love it. Absolutely love it. All right, so now what we're gonna do is get this bow. I'm gonna show you. Move this off to the side. Now you're gonna get plenty of string. Now there's different ways you can do it. This is the look I want to do. Since I did this earlier, I want to put that behind it. Okay. And couple ways you can do it. I'm just gonna do this single strand. You can tie a bow, right, and do a big loop and exaggerate and put it, and that's kind of what I did here. It's not that I did. I doubled it up because I had so much linen thread and did a bow, and I exaggerated the loops and shortened the tails. Or another way is, I've got small fingers, so I'm going to use all 4 of my fingers. You take it and you wrap it, right, and grab it. Got a hold of it. Let's do it this way. And you want to, oops, twist it like a figure 8. Okay. Easier said than done. Here's my figure 8. I'm going to hold that in place. Flip this over, put a little bit of adhesive, stamp and seal, grab it, and then put it down like so. And if you want, for fear of it coming apart, just get a little bit of clear tape and put a strip there. Okay, so that's 2 ways to do it. I'm not going to tie it for you because there's different ways to do it, so it's not necessarily a bow. So that's what I want to do. So I'm going to get a mini dot. I'm just going to use 1 dot. So I'll probably glue it down. Let's see. I want it the other way. Maybe not. Maybe it won't come off. I want it this way is what I want. There we go. It's still there. There. And I want it right there. And I am not going to put a dimensional. I think I can just glue it in place. Maybe a little dimensional right there next to it. It kind of gave a little bit. So let me get my little one and do that. All right, you guys can see. I hope you like this. I'm just so excited about this. Give me a thumbs up if you do like it. That helps me know that all of my die cutting was for nothing. And it was actually for something, right? All right, so I'm just going to put it there, move it, maybe down here. There we go. Oops. There. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, and put enough glue there. It's popping up. There. I absolutely love it. It might be my favorite card. They're always my favorite card till the next card. All right. And this is card. Get this out of the way. Card number 3. Oops, I'm going to tack that down. There we go. I didn't tack him down good enough. All right, so here we go. We got card number 3. Opens up like so. And don't forget to tell me which card you like, too. And we have that's card number 3. We have card number 2. Opens up a little fun fold there for you. A little different. All right, and then card number 3 comes to you this way. Opens up. All right, guys. I hope you like this February class. And don't forget to use up your bonus coupons. And if you would love to join the team, this is an awesome opportunity. Reach out to me. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. There are so many benefits that the community is wonderful. And if it's something you're considering doing, no obligation. Just reach out to me and I'll help you in any way that I can. And thank you for tuning in. And I hope you guys have a fabulous, fabulous week. Take care. Bye.